Connie, Kubfu wanna join ranked battles. Really? Alright, let's do it. Together. Let's do it! Kubfu ready! Kubfu strong! You're right, Kubfu. I believe you can fly, because you can learn Max Airstream, the best move in the game, which means you can bring your speed up, and furthermore, What's up guys, it's James. So for my first Pokemon, Kubfu wanna go first. Kubfu, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the weakness policy, so you sit in the back and watch Uncle Dragapult do his thing. Kubfu wanna Dynamax. Okay. Choose our Pokemon and off we go. So when the other trainer has a Grimmsnarl in their team, there's a very high chance that they're gonna bring out the Grimmsnarl first, so I guess it's not a very good idea to send out... Yeah, it's not a good idea to send in a Dragapult first when you see a Grimmsnarl in their team, because they might... Some Grimmsnarls have Sucker Punch and that's gonna kill Dragapult in one shot. So yeah, I think I'm gonna think of changing to another Pokemon here, just in case they have Sucker Punch. I think like most Grimmsnarls that people are using right now, they have a moveset like, you know, the 2 walls, Reflector, Light Screen, Thunder Wave. Yeah, there's a Reflect. Thunder Wave, and what else? Yeah, the Spirit Break. Dragapult has this Dragapult has the ability Infiltrator, so you know, Reflect is not going to reduce the damage. Yeah, so I think I'm going to skip this part because I take a long time. Reflect to reduce the damage from my physical attacks, and all of my Pokemon are physical type attackers except for Dragapult. This Dragapult can do both. But yeah. Yeah, they get to heal because of the grassy terrain, so that's kinda annoying, but I'm thinking of knocking off their Light Clay. Most Grimmsnarls have like Light Clay, so they can set up protective walls longer. But I decided to go with the Drum Beating. And boom! You know, when a move is a critical hit, it bypasses the effect of their Reflect or Light Screen or whatever, so yeah, that was very lucky. Communicating their thinking. Talonflame. Now that Pokemon, Talonflame, is a Pokemon with a very interesting ability. They get to always attack first when they use a flying type move and when their HP is at max. In the previous generations of Pokemon, they used to be able to attack first, you know, prioritize their move, even when their HP is not maxed. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead with that. I haven't really used Talonflame, so I'm not really sure if, you know, they get to attack first even if they use Max Airstream. But anyway, Talonflame is like a really fast Pokemon, so they get to attack first anyways. Yeah, that Talonflame is a very fun Pokemon to use, because then, you know, for example, if the opponent's using like a Cinderace and their Cinderace already used Max Airstream to bring up their speed, Talonflame can still attack first and hurt that Cinderace. You know, if Cinderace used like a Max Knuckle and it's fighting type, then Talonflame will be able to counter Cinderace. So yeah, very interesting Pokemon. Either way, their HP is not maxed, so Rillaboom is going to be able to attack first with a new move, Grassy Glide, Max Flare. So they want to do that so their next fighting type attack will be much stronger, because they don't know what Pokemon I have next. And I'm sure they saw my Magnezone, so yeah, and I'm going to bring out a Kubfu over here. Kubfu, time to do your thing. You're in charge. Everybody loves Kubfu fighting! Sorry, just had to do that. So I gave this Kubfu a weakness policy. Go! Dynamax Kubfu! You don't really see Dynamax Kubfu a lot. Yeah, There's our Kubfu. Talonflame goes with Max Jerky, and it almost kills Kubfu. But Talonflame's attack is not very high, though. Yeah, although it was kind of dangerous. I think I knocked off Talonflame's life orb, right? Yeah, so that's gonna bring up Kubfu's attack, and boom, one shot. Talonflame fainted. Okay, bye-bye Talonflame. Kingdra, the Hoenn champion. What does it mean when they have like Hoenn champion? Oh yeah, that means they brought back Kingdra from the previous generation of Pokemon, right? So that Kingdra. If that Kingdra's holding a Choice Scarf, then it's gonna be faster than my Dragapult. But yeah, Kubfu is faster, so I guess it's not holding a Choice Scarf. Yeah. It's gonna bring up Kubfu's attack even more. Dragon Balls. Oh no. Alright. Good job, Kubfu. Now it's time to switch to Uncle Dragapult. Finish him! Fatality! Right, so the next battle is, yeah, so I'm sending in the Dragapult first in this battle as well. I don't know. One of my viewers commented that these days I'm mostly sending in my Dragapult first. Yeah, as I don't know, like, you know, since everybody's so busy countering Cinderace, Dragapult is like still, yes, still one of the best Pokemon. So easy to use, especially when you give it the Choice Scarf like I did here. That's Dragapult versus Dragapult. They sent in the Dragapult first as well, so there is a chance that they're holding a Choice Scarf as well. But you know, not much Dragapults are holding a Choice Scarf. I think only like, I don't know, maybe like 15% of all Dragapults are holding Choice Scarfs, maybe even less. So my Dragapult is gonna go first. Yeah. You know, some Dragapults have like Sucker Punch too. And if they're holding like a Choice Band, they can take out my Dragapult in one shot, so there's some risk, but yeah, the chances are very low. Let's send out a Gyarados. So that Gyarados' ability is Intimidate. It's gonna bring my Dragapult's attack down, so that means they don't have the Moxie ability. My Dragapult's holding a Choice Scarf, so the only attack I can choose right now without Dynamaxing is gonna be a Dragon Darts, which is not so good against Gyarados because usually Gyarados has a pretty high defense. It's a pretty tanky Pokemon. I so wanna use Thunderbolt here. Yeah, I could use Dynamax on Dragapult, and if I Dynamax my Dragapult, it's gonna take down that Gyarados in one shot, even if it Dynamaxes, I think. Yeah, but you know, I wanted to Dynamax my Kubfu, and you know, there's also a valid reason. If I Dynamax too early, they could counter my Dragapult with their last Pokemon, and I'd be in trouble, right? So yeah, valid strategy, not just because I think Kubfu is cute and I just want to use Kubfu. Wow, that's so weak. Max Darkness and only that much damage. Special defense fell. Shell bell? Hey, so I did Dynamax my Dragon Ball. So yeah, the second battle, yes, you know, Uncle Dragapult is gonna do most of the work. And, oh yeah, in the second battle you'll get to see an interesting fight from Kubfu. And Max Lightning, that should take, yeah, that'll take him down. Boom! As you know, Gyarados has a double weakness against electric type, as you all know. But yeah, I think Gyarados is a very solid Pokemon still. Gyarados is very good for countering Cinderace, and you know, Gyarados is very weak against electric Pokemon, but it's still, you know, yeah, Gyarados performs well enough to cover up for, you know, make it up for the double weakness against electricity. Yeah, still a very good Pokemon to use. Their last Pokemon is Sylveon, and it's a shiny Sylveon. Yeah, I have a shiny Eevee, but it's not the hidden ability, so unfortunately. Yeah, I want a shiny Sylveon so bad. I did a video about, you know, creating, you know, hatching a shiny Eevee. And I got the shiny Eevee, but it doesn't have the hidden ability, so yeah, too bad. And the shiny Sylveon is so beautiful. Max Lightning. That did a lot of damage for, yeah, Dazzling. Yeah, so when the Sylveon uses Dazzling Gleam, you know that that Sylveon does not have the hidden ability, the Pixelate, because if they have Pixelate, then they're gonna use a normal type move like Hyper Voice. But yeah, they don't have the hidden ability, they have, what was it? That ability, so that's a little bit dangerous for physical attackers because they could fall in love with Sylveon because of the ability. Because my remaining Pokemon are all boys, so yeah. It's a electric terrain, so I'm gonna go with Thunder Punch. Kubfu uses Thunder Punch. And that's gonna be super effective. So it's gonna activate Kubfu's weakness policy and raise Kubfu's attack again. Special attack. Thunder Punch again. This time, much stronger Thunder Punch. Everybody loves Kubfu fighting! Alright, if you liked that video, be sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.